Hi everybody, this is Alchemist 2, and I'm back again with another movie review. I just recently watched Mother of Elling, which is basically the Mother of Elling, to translate it from Norwegian. And it's strange, but I'll watch that since I know a little bit of Dutch. I can understand. It's totally different from German, but Swedish is closer because they're neighbors. But anyway. This one wasn't nearly so good as the first Elling. First Elling was just spectacular. This one was good too, but it was more predictable. And although it had an uplifting ending, there was one part that just made me break down into tears. I won't tell you what happened, but Eileen's mom, he wants him to be more independent, stand on his own 2 feet, and take his advice and get out of their home and actually do something adventurous for once. And she's always wanted to go to Palma, so Eileen takes it upon himself to pack up their bags and go to Palma. And they do, and of course there's an older gentleman there who's on the trip as well, who takes kind of a shine to his mom. And at first, Elling gets a little bit envious. But what's so funny is just all the events that occur when he's actually in Palma. He gets a room with a double bed, and he goes outside and he looks at the view, and he just breaks down into a hysterical paroxysm, and it's just absolutely comedic. But as far as it's compared to the original, there really is no comparison. I wish it would have been a little bit better, honestly. I feel kind of let down by it. I mean, I hate to say that because the first Elling was just absolutely insanely good. And this one was just as good, but it didn't have that certain something that the first one had. And I hate to say that, I really do, because usually I'm not let down by films of this caliber. I mean, it had a good cast, but I just thought maybe it would have been more like the original, and it really wasn't. I mean, it was still a splendid movie, very uplifting, and just Elling's worrywart neuroticism was still there and intact, and they did that very well. And I like the actor who plays him. He did a really excellent job, and so did the other actors and actresses. But it just, as far as the movie's concerned, I give it 3.5 out of 5. It had a familiar storyline, familiar plot, and a lot of the things that happened I predicted. It was kind of formulaic. I'm loath to say that, I really am, but despite that, it was very entertaining, very enjoyable, and it kind of reminded me of Zindagi Nedobara because of Spain and all that. And the panorama is just absolutely breathtaking. Just, oh my gosh, I know I've said this before. I gotta go to Spain. First, Argentina. Argentina is more important than Spain due to the fact that I have graveyards with my surname on it, so I gotta figure out why. Anywho, it's just really a splendid film, and very uplifting. I mean, it's just so good. I mean, it makes you feel good about yourself, makes you feel good about life, and yet his questions are very existential and very thought-provoking. And he talks about how Erna, the cat, doesn't really have to worry too much. And it's like, are you fed? It's almost iconoclastic or kind of misanthropic. Not iconoclastic, but misanthropic, because he says, Erna, have you come to face the curse of men? And I thought, oh, wow. You really don't like being human, do you? But later he changes his tune. It's more of finding oneself. It's like the first one, a journey, slice of life kind of ordeal that he undertakes. And yeah, it's about transition, which it hit me too, because I'm going through that right now. And it couldn't have been more timely with everything that has happened to me. But it's a good movie. I'll give it that. But it wasn't what I expected. I'm slightly let down by it, But despite that, I still find it to be a lovely movie. Just I want to go to Norway now due to that. Not just because I got a friend there, but because of, first of all, Norse mythology, which rocks, mind you. Second reason is because it's just such a beautiful country and there's a lot of history there. And I want to delve into my Nordic roots. And I just think it would be an interesting place to go. Same thing with Spain. But despite that, those are my only real issues with the movie. Beyond that, that's pretty much all I have to say about Mother of Elling. But I shall see you later. Live long, prosper. Ciao tutti!